welcome back, YouTube. It's episode number 3 of my Fulham career mode, and I want to talk today about some of the goals for this career mode. One is obviously to be really competitive throughout the season. Is obviously the goal is to finish mid-table, kind of build the squad a little bit, get some players in that I want, change players out that I don't want, and in the future, I want obviously to be competing in Champions League. I don't want to get there too quickly though. I don't want to get Champions football this year because it's not realistic for Fulham to be, playing Champions League football next year because I mean they're 16th in the league table as I'm recording this right now, and so I really just want to finish mid-table, build the squad a little bit this year. As you see, Oxlade-Chamberlain has signed his contract, so he's going to be coming over. Um, we also are going to reject a transfer offer for Steve Sidwell. Um, Next year, definitely, I want to try and go for at least a Europa spot and compete there. If I get far enough this year in the League Cup where I'm playing in Europe, that's fine. I don't want Champions League football because it's so unrealistic, and I don't want to become the most dominant side in Europe. Within 2 or 3 years, I don't want that to happen. I want this to be a struggle. I want it to take time. I want to build it up, and if I ever get there, then I'll probably move on to another team. I don't know where. Probably outside of England. I don't really like doing the same country multiple times in a career. I don't really like playing against my former team unless I am playing in a Champions League type situation. Um, so that's that. I don't think I'm going to be at Fulham the whole career. I want this career to last a long time. I'm going to be uploading every day or nearly every day, and just I want this to be a long series. I want this to have fun. I have fun doing it, so I want to make videos for people. Oh man, really close there to a goal. This was a really frustrating game because I had a ton of shots, and West Brom really wasn't doing a whole lot, but I just couldn't. I could not score. For whatever reason, I could not find the back of the net no matter what I did in this game. And West Brom, there's not really a whole lot of highlights of West Brom because they did not do anything in this game. I think they had 2 or 3 shots, and I couldn't score. I was doing all the attacking, and I just could not score. Um, you just see they're passing it into the box. Opportunity, but no. Again, I cannot score in this game. Um, but we'll see how it goes. It's just gonna kind of develop as I go along, and see where it leads. I really like playing with Fulham. I really like the kits. I like playing in this type of situation. But 2 or 3 seasons from now, it may be time to move on. 4 seasons, however long it is. I do want to win the league title before I leave. I do want to win at least one of the 2 cups in England before I leave, preferably the FA Cup, and I want to be competitive in Champions League. I don't want to set a goal of winning the Champions League with Fulham. If that happens, I will be very happy with that, but that's not a goal. I would like to. I mean, I would literally like to do that, but more or less, I just want to be a successful manager for them and get them to places that they've never been. They've never been in Champions League football, so just getting a Champions League place would be quite an accomplishment at a side like Fulham. Here we are in the 53rd minute, one of West Brom's only attacks that they had, and it didn't really amount to a whole lot. They do get a corner out of this, and it's going to whip it in, and they're not going to really get a whole lot. It was a good shot, a good effort, but it blocks by Muslera. It really didn't bother him as much as it probably looked like it. They got another attack. That goes nowhere. It's defended out. They get it back. but I believe we take it away from them pretty quickly here. Yeah, they don't. They're not going to get another shot. So we get it out to Dempsey. Dempsey over to Ribeiro. Ribeiro takes it up the pitch. Still running, going on a little bit of a run. Passes it over to Bent. Bent is free. Can he score? Can he score? Bent! Bent puts it in! It's 1-0 Fulham, and I just was having so much of a struggle scoring in this game, and Bent just puts it in. So now we're up 1-0, and I'm feeling pretty confident at this point that we're going to be able to hold that because West Brom has just not attacked at all. So there you go. Bent with a goal. Now in the 63rd minute, going to try and go 2 goals up, and Dempsey has a little bit of a run, has an opportunity, puts it right at the keeper, and could have went and got back and got it, but he just didn't get up quick enough, and West Brom cleared out. I feel like we've done pretty well so far. You know, we beat Arsenal, which was a very big surprise for me, and a little bit of comedy here. That I don't know what they were doing, but they're just tripping over each other all over the place. And we beat Arsenal. I did not see that one coming. We drew Sunderland, the only 2 games that's been seen so far, and I really don't know how this ends up being a red card. I don't know what he did to deserve a red card. I mean, yes, it's a foul. Yes, I believe it probably should be a yellow card, but a straight red. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. As you see here on the replay. I mean, he just kind of taps his foot a little bit. I mean, yes, that's a free kick. That's definitely a free kick. But a penalty? Come on. And he kicks it straight at Muslera, who he gets it back. Now, I needed to change up my formation a little bit. I decided to take out the striker, the formation, and take Bent out, put in an extra man in the back. We don't really need to score anymore in this game. We're already up 1-0, but we really need to have 4 at the back. I really didn't want to have to go with 3 at the back. That just wouldn't be very smart, and that was the last of the game. I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot after that in this game to deserve part of the video. Look at 15 shots, 9 on target, 1 goal. They had 2 shots and 2 on target. So we sold the cheap guy that I didn't want. Not even going to try and remember his name. And we see that Aaron Hughes picks up a suspension because of that ridiculous red card. And Parker's back from injury. Got a press conference. And now we got a game against Newcastle on transfer deadline day. Transfer deadline will be in the next episode. This will be the last game of this episode. The game against Newcastle, it was a really fun game, actually, to play. Somewhat frustrating at times. There wasn't a whole lot of shots, but we both did pretty well with the shots we've got. And there's Remy. Or no, that was Peralta. Right? Peralta? I can't remember. Anyway, they went across the face of goal. Muslera probably should have just let it go, but he tips it out, and Newcastle United sitting there waiting for the easy goal. It was a really easy finish. There wasn't anybody there to stop it. In this game, there was a lot of just, I would get the ball and I'd go on a little run, and then they'd catch me and I wouldn't get a shot off, and then they'd go on a run and I'd catch them and they wouldn't get a shot off. And there was a few chances like that didn't go in that were legitimate chances, but there wasn't a whole lot. There was not nearly the amount of shots for either team combined that I had in the West Brom game. And there's Belfodil with a goal. That's 1-1. That was a huge goal for my confidence. I really was feeling like I wasn't going to be able to. This was going to be another game like the West Brom game where I just couldn't score, except this one I wasn't even getting shots. And a great pass from Dempsey over to Belfodil. He controls it, fights off his man, and puts it on the far post. A really, really good finish for Belfodil. His first goal for the club, I believe. Of course, he's here on loan. I'm going to try and get him in January. And Remy just Muslera went the wrong way. Remy had an easy finish. He was through on goal. I don't know what my defense was doing there. It just everybody moved forward. Remy went through. It was a good through ball right to him. He controls it, and just a first time shot right into the goal. It was a really easy finish, and it's gonna be 2-1 going into halftime. 2-1 to Newcastle. It looks like they were gonna have another shot. Oh, they did have a shot. Dang. Kind of spoiled it for you there. I knew that they weren't that it was 2-1 going into half, but I don't know why that wasn't a penalty. If the Hughes thing was a freaking red card, then that should have been a penalty at least, and a yellow card. But anyway, halftime, 2-1 Newcastle, and really quite frustrated at my defense. My defense was just not very good in this game. Whenever they did get shots, they didn't have a whole lot of shots, but the ones that they took pretty much went in. I don't like having games like that. I would rather the computer have to take a lot of shots off balance and things like that. Oh, really, really excellent chance at a volley. Couldn't finish it. And here we're going on another run. This is Dempsey over to Belfodil. Controls it, puts it into Ribeiro. Ribeiro to Sidwell. Sidwell through. Couldn't finish. Just couldn't finish. Should have chip shot that. Probably would have made it. But I guess I panicked in front of goal. The only way you can explain that. And over to Sidwell. Sidwell with the overhead through ball to Ribeiro. And just, I don't even know what he was doing there. That was a terrible shot. No shot power on that whatsoever. And they're through again, but great save from Muslera. It's cleared. They have a corner now. This is later on in the game's 87th minute. Corner didn't amount to a whole lot. They weren't even really able to take a shot off the corner. And Carioca going on a run, trying to get a counterattack. We don't have a whole lot of time left. 89th minute, coming up on the 90th minute. Ribeiro gets tackled. But wait a minute, the guy tries to clear it. Ribeiro stays on his feet, runs in, and puts it in the goal. A 90th minute equalizer for Fulham. It's now 2-2 after a great effort from Ribeiro. I don't know how he kept the ball when the defender tried to clear it. He fell down. Ribeiro controlled the ball, ran in, put it underneath the legs of the center back and underneath the goalkeeper, or to the side of the goalkeeper. What a finish. 2-2. And that's the last one of this episode. Episode 4 will be out tomorrow.